Ladies, let us pause for just a moment. Let us breathe. Let us truly take in this truth. The most valuable commodity on earth is not gold, not silver, not jewels, nor even influence or wealth. It is time. Time to love. Time to live. Time to breathe. Time to simply be. From the very moment a woman takes her first breath, her clock begins ticking. Life, in all its fragile beauty, is a borrowed piece of time. I don't believe many of us pause to consider this fully. Let me repeat it with the weight it deserves. From the moment you were born, your body began its journey towards its end. Some lives pass swiftly, like a candle blown out too soon. Others stretch further, glowing steadily across the years. Some of us, without meaning to, hasten our decline with choices that rob us of energy, vitality, and joy. And others among us fight bravely, making decisions that preserve life, nurture strength, and stretch the span of our days. The question is not how much time we are given, but rather, what are we doing with it? Think for a moment, dear sister, about the countless minutes that slip through your fingers every single day. Minutes spent scrolling endlessly, worrying needlessly, living for things that do not build you, things that do not light a fire within you. How many days end with that quiet ache in your heart? Did I truly do what I set out to do today? Or did I merely exist? We, as women, are natural nurturers. We give so much of our time to others, our children, our partners, our work, our families, that we often forget to invest in ourselves. We forget that our dreams matter too. Our passions are not frivolous. They are whispers of our purpose. That is why I urge you, write your goals down every single day. Not a vague list of wishes, but clear, deliberate steps. Even if you set only 2 goals a day and you accomplish them, sister, you are doing more than merely surviving. You are living. You are building. You are honoring the woman you were destined to be. One day, there will be a stone that bears your name. On the left, the date of your arrival into this world. On the right, the date of your departure. But it is not the dates that matter. What truly counts is the tiny dash in between. That little line is your story. Your laughter. Your tears. Your sacrifices. Your victories. That dash is how you loved, how you gave, how you inspired, and how you built something that will outlive you. It is how your children will remember you. It is how the world will speak your name after you are gone. Ask yourself, what will my dash say about me? Will it tell the story of a woman who shrank herself, who silenced her dreams, who allowed fear to keep her small? Or will it tell the tale of a woman who lived boldly, who gave her all, who left a mark no one could erase? At the center of that dash lies something powerful, your why. Not the surface reasons, not the casual excuses, but your true why. The very reason you rise from your bed each morning. The reason you keep going even when you are weary, even when the world tells you to quit. Your why must stir your soul. Your why must bring tears to your eyes. If your why does not move you, if it does not make you cry, then, my dear, it is not your true why. For some women, that why is their children, the desire to give them a better life, to plant seeds that will grow into trees of opportunity. For others, it is their art, their voice, their vision of a world made fairer and kinder. And for many, it is the longing to break cycles, to rewrite the story of their family, to create legacies of strength and dignity. Whatever your why, let it be so mighty that it shifts your family tree. Let it be so fierce that generations to come will rise and say, because of her, my life is different. Because of her, the world is brighter. Now, let us turn inward, towards the vessel that carries you, your body. Ask yourself, truthfully, how do you rate yourself? Not in the shallow sense of beauty magazines, but in the deeper sense of health, energy, and self-respect. Do you treat your body with love? Or do you neglect it, hoping it will somehow carry on under the weight of exhaustion, poor diet, and endless sacrifice? Many women give so much to others that they forget to nourish themselves. Yet how can you pour into others if your own cup is empty? Health is not about chasing perfection. It is about honoring the temple you live in. Eating foods that energize rather than drain. Moving your body so that it remains strong, flexible, and full of life. Remember the words of George Burns: "We cannot help getting older, but we do not have to get old." Too many of us age long before our time, not because the years are cruel, but because we do not care for ourselves with the tenderness we deserve. So, dear sister, take time to walk, to stretch, to breathe deeply. Drink water. Rest. Dance when you can. Let your body remind you that you are alive. A woman's environment is a mirror of her spirit. Look around you. Is your space nourishing or draining? Is your workplace inspiring or soul-crushing? Too many women spend years in jobs that suffocate their dreams. We do the work of survival, but not the work of fulfillment. We give our precious hours to things that do not stretch our minds or stir our hearts. Sister, ask yourself, are you merely passing time, or are you growing? Your surroundings, your home, your friendships, your career, should be soil that helps you bloom, not chains that keep you bound. And what of your relationships? Are they nourishing or toxic? Do they build you up or tear you down? A relationship that consistently drains you will rob you of the strength to chase your calling. Protect your peace, for your peace is sacred. At the end of it all, when the story of your dash is read, the question will be this: what did you contribute? What did you leave behind? Did the world feel your presence? Or will your name pass quietly, leaving no ripple behind? Many people pass through life like shadows, never daring to give, never daring to serve, never daring to live fully. But you, dear sister, are not here merely to exist. You are here to contribute, to plant, to build, to change. So ask yourself, what will be different because you walked this earth? Who will smile because of you? What legacy will you leave behind? Pause here. Take a pen, take a quiet moment, and write down your why. Do not rush. Do not write what sounds noble or clever. Write what sets your soul on fire. If your why does not move you to tears, it is not your why. Your true why must be so vast that it frightens you a little, so deep that it pushes you when every part of you wants to give up. Your why will be the reason you rise again after falling. It will be the anchor when storms come. It will be the flame that guides you through the dark. And so I leave you with this: the most important day of your life is not the day you were born, nor the day you will leave this earth. The most important day is the day you remember why you were born. For when you find your why, you find your purpose. When you find your purpose, you find your voice. And when you find your voice, sister, nothing and no one can silence you. So live boldly. Live beautifully. Live for the dash. Every woman carries battles no one else sees. Behind the smiles, behind the polite laughter, behind the words "I'm fine," there are often storms raging within. Some of us fight silently against loneliness. Some against doubt. Some against the cruel whispers of comparison. Sister, let me speak gently to your heart. Your struggles are not a sign of weakness. They are proof that you are alive, that you are pushing forward, that you are still in the fight. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and far more capable than you often give yourself credit for. It is easy, isn't it, to look at other women and think they have it all together? But beneath every polished appearance, every smile, every confident stride, lies a story of brokenness and rebuilding. No woman escapes without scars. What matters is not whether we are wounded, but whether we rise again. Think of the women before us, those who raised children with empty cupboards, those who labored in fields and factories, those who stitched clothes by candlelight, those who prayed over sickbeds, those who carried entire families upon their shoulders. Their names may never appear in history books, yet they are the very backbone of our existence. Resilience, my dear, is your crown. You wear it not because life is easy, but because you refuse to bow under its weight. You wake each morning, sometimes weary, sometimes tearful, yet you rise. That alone makes you extraordinary. But resilience is not only about surviving. It is about thriving. It is about saying, yes, I have been pressed, but I will not be crushed. Yes, I have stumbled, but I will not stay down. Yes, life has scarred me, but I remain unbroken. Let me tell you a story. Sarah was not famous. She did not have wealth or titles. She lived in a small house at the edge of town, raising her 2 daughters after her husband passed away. She worked long hours in a bakery, her hands calloused from kneading dough before dawn. But Sarah had something remarkable. She had an unshakable why. Every loaf she baked, every coin she saved, every sleepless night she endured was fueled by her dream: to see her daughters educated, to see them step into a life beyond the struggles she had known. Many nights she went to bed hungry so her girls could eat. Many mornings she walked to work in the rain so they could have bus fare. She did not live for herself, she lived for her legacy. And do you know what happened? Her daughters grew. They studied. They became women of influence, one a teacher, the other a doctor. At her funeral, the entire town came, not because Sarah was famous, but because she was unforgettable. Her dash, that little line between the dates, was filled with sacrifice, love, and courage. Sister, you may not realize it now, but your ordinary days, your cooking, your praying, your working, your caring, may one day be the very foundation upon which generations stand. Never underestimate the quiet power of your persistence. In today's world, we are told constantly, hurry, achieve, run faster, do more. But let me whisper this truth to you. There is also sacredness in slowing down. There is power in pausing to breathe, to watch the sun rise, to listen to your own heartbeat. You are not a machine. You are not meant to live in endless rush, with your soul gasping for breath. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is rest. Rest without guilt. Rest without apology. Rest because you are worthy of it. Stillness is not laziness. Stillness is where you remember who you are. It is where ideas are born, where healing begins, where strength gathers. So, learn to say no when your spirit is weary. Learn to carve out silence. Learn to sit in the presence of your own being. For in that stillness, you will hear the whispers of your why more clearly than ever before. Now let us talk about faith. Whether you name it as God, the universe, or simply hope, faith is the invisible anchor that steadies us when storms come. Without faith, every hardship feels heavier, every failure feels final, and every wound feels unbearable. But with faith, you carry an assurance that though the night is long, morning will surely come. With faith, you understand that setbacks are not the end, they are preparation. They are shaping you, refining you, making you ready for the very thing you have been praying for. Faith does not promise that life will be easy, but it promises that you will never walk alone. And there is power in that knowledge, power enough to keep you pressing forward when your strength runs dry. Here is another truth, sister. No one will believe in you if you do not first believe in yourself. The world reflects the confidence you carry. If you shrink, the world will shrink you. If you doubt yourself, the world will doubt you. But if you rise boldly, even trembling, the world will have no choice but to take notice. Self-belief is not arrogance. It is the quiet knowledge that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you are enough. It is standing tall even when your knees shake. It is speaking even when your voice trembles. It is taking that first step, and then another, and another, until the ground beneath you begins to steady. Remember this: you are not behind. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are exactly where you need to be to begin again. Do you know what the world remembers most? Not always the speeches, not always the grand gestures, but the everyday acts of kindness. The cup of tea you made for a tired friend. The words of encouragement you gave to a colleague. The way you listened when someone needed to be heard. These simple, quiet acts ripple outward in ways you may never see. Sometimes, your smile may be the reason another woman chooses not to give up. Sometimes, your story may be the reason a girl dares to dream bigger. Legacy is not always about building empires. Sometimes, it is about building people. And so, my dear sister, let us gather all these truths together. Your life is a borrowed piece of time. Your dash is your story. Your why is your anchor. Your resilience is your crown. Your faith is your anchor. Your self-belief is your fire. Do not waste another day waiting for permission to live. Do not waste another hour shrinking yourself. Rise. Rise with all that you are. Rise for the woman you are today. Rise for the woman you are becoming. Rise for the daughters, the sisters, the generations who will one day look back and say, because of her, I am here. Because of her, I am strong. Because of her, I will not give up. The most important day of your life is the day you remember your why. And when you do, sister, the world will never be the same again.